And welcome everybody, Dumontians, fellow Pathfinders, to Mr. Dumont's RPG Nerd Neighborhood. Your host Jay Dumont bringing you episode 7 of Let's Nerd with Pathfinder Kingmaker. It's the name of the game I'm playing. You should know that by now. Alright, so I've made some changes in the options that I'm going to try out, and I'll show you what those are now. I just downloaded the new hotfix, October 11th. I'm going to try to pause at the end of each round. And see how that goes. And pause when an enemy is spotted. So that's pretty much all I've done. So if you were expecting some big changes, sorry to disappoint, but everything else is still the same. Just seeing if they added any new options here in this 5.6 gigabyte patch. And I learned some tricks. Shout out to Sir Yellow if you're watching this. If you right click an ability or a spell, the AI will auto cast it. So what I could have been doing with Jaethal against those skeleton champions that just wrecked me. First of all, rather than using a slashing weapon, we're gonna have to buy some blunt weapons. And second, I can have her continually disrupting the undead instead. Ramen accidentally. So this will do 1d6 points of damage. I can have her just spam that by right-clicking that in the hotbar. So that's a pretty cool feature. And I will do that. But first, I'm going to head over here to Oleg Levitin. And we're going to get to know Jaethal to start this episode. Is a club a simple weapon? Yeah, and a mace is probably a martial weapon, right? Light mace is simple. Critical 20 by 2. Well, the club is also 20 by 2. I can also get... Probably can't use a heavy mace. Well, that's simple too, and the same price, so why would you buy the light one? Well, it's just heavier. No, that's 8 pounds. Oh, there's 2 of them. So this is 4 pounds. The heavy mace is 8 pounds. 6 pounds. I don't know what I'm talking about. So she's going to be disrupting undead. We're probably going to need a mace. This is bludgeoning, but it's just 2 to 4 damage. Let me try to figure out what we can exactly use here. He just has simple weapon proficiency, but for some reason he's using a martial longsword +1. Is that bard proficiencies? Alright, yep. So they're proficient with all simple weapons plus the longsword, rapier, short sword, and short bow. Alright, so she's got martial weapons, even though the mace is Jaethal, I think, just has simple weapons, right? Right? Simple weapon. We know she has martial. And Jaethal is going to be casting anyway. So let's get our clubs. Clubs are even lighter, 3 pounds. Okay, he can wield a Masterwork Heavy Mace, which is 6 pounds. She can wield a Masterwork Light Mace, and she can wield a Masterwork Light Mace. So I have absolutely not enough money to do this. Give myself a half plate. Ah, boy. Do you have non-Masterwork stuff? Just like a stick I can hit them with? So someone's gonna have to use a torch, is my guess. Who has the lowest attack? I can't see from the screen. I shouldn't have bought so many potions of bark skin and blur, but they'll help. I don't want to sell these coins because wink wink, we'll meet a collector sometime in the future. Could sell some chocolate, you know, a little extra foul. Sell a little meat. We're not going to be doing much cooking, I don't think. I don't think this is going to get us to where we need to be. Price-wise, we still owe $8.92. Monitor lizard scales. We can get more of those. I'm not going to be able to raise 400 unless so something has to go back. Actually, we should just get 2 because she's going to be defensive fighting anyway. So she can just put a torch and a tower shield on. So we'll just get... Why is it showing up down there? Stop it. We'll get a heavy mace and a light mace. So now we just have to come up with 84. Almost there. 425, boom. Alright, so we're getting a Masterwork Heavy Mace and a Light Mace. Amiri will wield the Heavy Mace. Sirius will wield the Light Mace. She'll spam Magic Missile. She'll spam Disrupt Undead. So that's how we'll deal with the Undead. What happened?
Should prepare.
Oh, something very strange. Alright, so I think we're pretty much ready to go. I did want to check out Fangberry Cave. I have Alchemist Fire. She has her AC of 27, which I think the spiders and good fortitude saves. I think the spiders are going to have a hard time hitting her. Maybe we should rest one more day. How many days has it been? 76 and 8 hours, 14 days, half a month. Let's do it one more time. One more for the road. We'll get that dexterity completely healed and also regain. Kitty? Hey, kitty. Scared kitty? We'll get that lesser restoration spell back. So let's go talk to Jaethal and see what she's all about. The undead mistress of the night. Jaethal greets you with a nod. Speak. I would like to hear your story. Stories, Jaethal shrugs. Stories are boring and a waste of time. I have killed. I was exiled from Keonan. I died. I was raised by Urgathoa's gift. That is my story. The homeland of the Elven race on Galarion, Keonan was almost completely evacuated by the Elves just before the fall of the Starstone. They only recently, by Elven standards, returned to Galarion to reclaim their ancient homeland and have become an isolationist realm, allowing few non-Elven visitors into their mist-shrouded capital, Hyadara. Who were you before your exile? No, who did you kill and why? Family, 4. Jaethal's voice is calm and ordinary if she's speaking of something trivial. But why is the more interesting question. What is the worth of 1,000 years if you cannot enjoy it like your first 10 dozen springs? The elf's voice sounds unusually vehement. Everyone considers elves ever young, but our youthfulness is but a mask, a threadbare ritual gown. What lies underneath? The dust of years and jaded repetition? With each year the dust grows thicker, and erstwhile's joys cease to excite and cloy, as a dish you've tasted 1,000 times. Long did I search for a way to avert this fate. Don't I, who has truly tasted life, deserve a better lot than those benumbed old elves who close themselves to the world? And I found a way in the ancient texts of Urgathoa, a ritual involving the blood of my kin, a trifle that would make each day feel as a holiday created specially for me. The ritual gave strength not only to my body, but to my mind and my soul, and my mind whirled at every sensation, each sip of wine or silken caress. Oh, how I miss this. My cousin was the first I used for the ritual. It was a simple matter to pass her death as an unfortunate accident, but the enchantment would not last. I had to find another, and again conceal my trail. With the third death, my family grew suspicious, and upon the fourth, my deeds were finally revealed. Such a pity. Not for this, my unlife even now would have overflowed with burning pleasure, for I have dozens of useless relatives. Wow, that's pretty evil. Yikes, and I don't want to just play along, I kind of want to roleplay and say what I would really say. So, I'm just going to be neutral and be like, I'm not one to judge you for your past deeds. Fair, judge me for my present form, and better yet, for the benefits we can provide each other. I know that's a really nasty thing to do. She was doing it for her own pleasure. That's really evil. But yeah, I'm gonna stay out of it. Who were you before your exile? It's rather amusing. I belonged to a wealthy family and held high position on the courts of Hyadara, the capital of Keonan. When my little wrongdoings were revealed, the trial was held in the very same court where I tried cases and delivered sentences over several hundred years. An awkward situation, don't you think? Do you have family in Keonan? Anyone who is dear to you? Do you mean someone I would hesitate to sacrifice? Perhaps my daughter. I would regret that wasted effort. The creature turned out quite well, like a properly trained dog or a well-managed horse. You're cold, Jaethal. Is exile your only punishment for murder? For an elf, Jaethal says pointedly, exile is a serious punishment. There is no other Keonan in this world. Even I, who despises its hypocrisy, must admit as much. How did you die, and what happened after? Jaethal frowns. I don't remember my death. I was stunned by the sentence of exile, and I admit I showed weakness. I wandered, aimless, absorbed in despair, without concern for my safety or sustenance. And then I remembered desolate rocks, a stone I lay upon, a convulsion, passing not only through my whole body, but through my soul. Then I awakened, cold, calm, my body overwhelmed with strength, but haunted by a strange internal silence. There were bloody prints of bone feet on the stone next to me, the sign of the goddess. A battle scythe lay nearby. That was the first and last time I heard Urgathoa's voice. She spoke but 3 words. Hail the Inquisitor. That is all. She has neither addressed me nor answered my pleas ever since. I will not bother you with the story of how I tried to comprehend my new condition. Soon I had a chance to put my powers to the test. A group of my kin had tracked me through the woods. They were insolent and would pay dearly for this, but I had to reckon how I might free myself from their persistent chase. A powerful protector from among the short-lived could help me, and the Sword Lord seems suitable. That is all. Tell me about your birthplace. I hope you do not ask from idle curiosity. Keonan is the birthplace of the Elves. The other races are allowed to visit within reasonable limits, usually only as far as Greengold. The port city of Greengold is the second largest settlement in Keonan, and the only official entry point into the Elven Kingdom for non-Elves. Situated on Lake Encarthen, it's a popular port of call for traders and diplomats. Greengold generally appears as any other human dockside settlement, except that trees grow in strange places throughout, and the yellow roofs on all the buildings makes the city quite distinct. That is the enclave for half-breeds and the short-lived, a whim of our queen. I enjoyed going there sometimes, as to a wild beast show. Beyond this caricature of a city, Keonan is a mixture of grandeur and the sad remains of ancient glory. Next to today's graceful dwellings lie the ruins of ancient monuments and fountains. Elves prefer to live in small groups in secluded settlements. The most outgoing and ambitious live in the capital, Ayadara. Daily life is filled with the efforts of 100-year-old infants seeking worthy goals and 1,000-year-old stony cynics entertaining themselves howsoever they can. That is all. Scarcely worth mentioning that even this gloom is far more tempting than anything one finds in the lands of the short-lived. What's it like to be undead? Do you wish to know what it means to me personally, or what powers and limitations it imposes? Do you regret not being alive anymore? A shadow passes over Jaethal's face. You surely know how to ask questions. She says nothing for a long time. 2 desires led me through life, to feel pleasure time and time again and to achieve perfection. Unlife brought me closer to the second. I am chainless, changeless, torn from time. The chaos of the world and even the soul circle have no power over me, but everything comes with a price. Most things that brought me pleasure in life are meaningless to me now. How can I decide which is better? Well, a bright life full of pleasures is better than unlife, though eternal. Perhaps, but the choice was made for me. I have nothing left but to follow the will of the goddess. How do healing spells, prayers, and potions affect you? Dreadfully, of course. Your healers had better stay away from me in battle. The undead are healed through interaction with negative energy, and I can perfectly manage that on my own. You don't need to sleep, right? I am spared from that bothersome need, but I hope you do not take this as a reason to invent additional responsibilities to entertain me during the night. I spend this time meditating and addressing the goddess. What about, carnal pleasures? A tactless and facile question. That pleasure is now as senseless to me as food or wine. Action without feeling. Jaethal cringes. Thank you, I have no more questions about this. Apparently not. Tell me about your goddess. It might sound strange, but I know less than others about Urgathoa and her faith. My transformation into her inquisitor was unexpected, but I will answer to the best of my knowledge. What do you know of Urgathoa herself? Oh, certainly. Urgathoa was once a mortal woman, basking in life and all the pleasures it had to offer. Her passion was so strong that Urgathoa rebelled against Pharasma, against death itself and its laws. After her own death, she escaped the power of the Lady of Graves and returned to the world as a goddess and the first undead. Since then, she has protected all who submit their souls to pleasure and passion, paying no heed to worn-out mortals and the dictates of law. So Pharasma is the Lady of Graves, Mother of Souls, Grey Lady. Pharasma is the goddess of birth, death, and prophecy. She shepherds Galarian's recently departed souls to their final reward. Upon death, souls migrate via the River of Souls to Pharasma's boneyard in the Outer Sphere, which sits atop an impossibly tall spire that pierces the astral plane. She is among the most ancient deities in the multiverse, but keeps her knowledge of the fate of all souls closely guarded. It's pretty cool. What does it mean to be an Inquisitor of Urgathoa? question is more complicated than it seems. An Inquisitor is by nature the most zealous defender of their faith, the hand of their goddess in mundane affairs. When I received this title and power, I expected that Urgathoa would tell me my mission, but this never happened. The goddess remained silent. There's only one reasonable explanation I can imagine, discovering what's expected of me as part of my mission. So I reflect on this, make my prayers, and wait for a sign. Does Urgathoa feud with the other gods? Not Urgathoa, but Pharasma still tries to call her to order, and Serenade to heal her. Jaethal laughs at the absurdity. We already know Serenade. The healing light. Known to the faithful as the Dawnflower, the healing light, and the Everlight, Serenade is a goddess who teaches temperance and patience in all things. Compassion and peace are her greatest virtues, and if enemies of the faith can be redeemed, they should be. Worship of this goddess of healing, honesty, redemption, and the sun began far to the east of the Inner Sea in the vast Padishah Empire of Kalesh, but her worshippers can now be found throughout the world. What does Urgathoa require of her followers? My mouse is not working too well. To enjoy, to taste exquisite dishes, to feel the lover's caress, and drink the enemy's suffering. A wonderful religious obligation, isn't it? So my knowledge world check past. Why is the cult of Urgathoa forbidden in much of Galarian? Because Galarian is plagued by narrow-minded cowards. Some tremble at the freedom granted by Urgathoa. Others fear the wrath of Pharasma and her priests. Enough about this for now. Kinda like your god. Yes. What made you follow me? Curiosity. The need for a reliable ally. You see, I must come to understand what my goddess seeks from me. Urgathoa gave me the powers of Inquisitor without declaring her will to me. I await her reply, any hint or trace or clue, and I suppose our meeting was no mere accident. Besides, Jaethal cringes, I imagine that several Keonan assassins still pursue me. They never risked attacking me while I was under the patronage of the Aldori. They are unlikely to attack while I have reliable allies like you. But why do these assassins follow you? I don't know. They can't have been sent by the Queen. I'm a branded outlaw, but my punishment was exile, and it is not custom for elves to contravene their own verdicts. My attackers shouted something about threat and blood. Suppose they are a splinter group of feeble-minded zealots, or someone on a quest for personal revenge. Wasn't there another option here? Oh. Alright, thank you for the conversation. So that is Jaethal, and honestly, she seems pretty cool. Wonder if she's a romanceable companion. I'm feeling a little evil today, I guess. Alright, so we are about as ready as we're going to be at this point to set out.
I'll go ahead.
We're gonna try Fangberry Cave, as promised. We've got plenty of rest at Oleg's here. And, oh, there was a heavy mace that was free. So, our party's fully healthy. Free of any afflictions. Now we have to worry about these giant spiders, though, afflicting us. But what I'm going to do is send Valerie in to absorb everything, and then just have a Miri attack the spiders. She can probably handle them herself, along with Jaethal. Let's see here exactly what I'm going to do. Jaethal has attack +6. Miri has attack +5, but does more damage and has better AC than Asirius. So I'm going to have Jaethal and Amiri take on the giant spiders. Valerie will be defending, and then we're just gonna throw Alchemist Fire, I think. Basically. It's going to be that simple. I think magic missile, I don't know if that would be helpful, but we're just going to fling this. Kind of wishing I had a higher dexterity score for my armor class. Send her in against the swarms and just to take all the damage. We're going to see how this works. I think I'm going to bless us before going in. How are we looking damage-wise? Okay, we're good. Medium encumbrance.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Awesome. Let's save, and in we go. Fangberry Cave.
Here. I'm listening.
I'll go ahead.
Alright, let's just start pelting them with alchemist fire as soon as possible. What are your intentions? You're throwing an alchemist fire. Doesn't another spider come from this way? You're gonna get in there over here. You're gonna get in there over here. Jaethal. And Amiri.
Tear them apart!
Back up. Throwing alchemist fires. Okay, round one is over. Oh no. Valerie, you have to get down here. Lindsay, you have to get up here. And Lotharius, you have to get up there. Jaethal, you have to come over here.
Things.
Amiri, to come down here. Alright, now you throw alchemist fire. You throw an alchemist fire. Jaethal, Amiri, over here. Jaethal, just fight defensively. Mary, just fight defensively. Meanwhile, these two come back up here. Get a good distance. And throw more alchemist fire. That swarm's almost dead. This swarm isn't. That swarm's dead. Lindsay seems to have the best hit with this, so let's just have her throw another one. Unfortunately, her strength is damaged by the spiders. Lotharius, throw another one and kill the spider swarm. Got him. Quest complete. There's some tactics for you. What's the pause for? Some poor something or other was brought in here. Poor adventurer. I could have been balking. How much strength damage does she endure? Maybe this will cure her completely. 1. Perfect. Fangberries. So he did say we have to get these back before they spoil. Be right back before you even know it. Boom. Didn't even know I was gone, did you? Got my editing process down pat. So pausing videos is no longer a problem. Let's get that torch off and we'll reconfigure the scrolls later. So that was pretty cool. Let's collect our Fangberries and
Forget it.
What? Mary failed collecting the Fangberries? What in tarnation?
Anything is possible.
Inspire competence so they get a +2 on all skill checks. Let's have her guide Amiri. Let's try that again.
Won't work.
Are you kidding me? You can't gather the Fangberries. And they're injuring
Here
you?
I am. See?
You better try harder, girl. We got him. My goodness.
Done with waiting.
I hear you. A little help from your friends.
And Lindsay was called forth.
So now they can't spoil, so we have to get them to him ASAP. ASAP, I say. Man, those Fangberries really have fangs. Causing her damage. Glad I got Cure Wounds with Asirius, or with me, I should say. I'm gonna pretend that's me role-playing. I don't like picking choices in RPGs based on what I think the proper one would be. I just kind of like to roleplay. That's why this is called a Let's Nerd. Because I do the nerdy things that others are afraid to admit. We're all nerds in some way. From the guy who watches football games every Sunday and roots on the team and knows all the stats and scores and everything, to the Dungeons and Dragons players. We're all nerds about something. To the movie buffs. Shout out to my girl Sin if she's watching. Yes, even you are a nerd. We're all nerds. Here you go. These the berries you were looking for? After a quick glance at the basket, Bakken grabs a fistful of berries and shoves them into his mouth. A smile of delight brightens his face. Ah, Fangberries, so fresh. You've been good to an old man. Thank you. Here, take these potions. If you need me, feel free to return. I'll even give you a discount. Excellent potions received. What do you use these Fangberries for? Truth be told, as I've gotten older, I've gotten kind of particular, and my appetite is almost gone. Everything I eat is practically tasteless to me now. I can barely force myself to swallow a bite. Only thing I can still taste is Fangberries, so I add them to my porridge or to roasted meat. I even add them to my potions. When I ran out of Fangberries, I stopped eating entirely. Svetlana tried to help me, the dear. She baked pies for me, cooked me fish soup and stewed venison, but I just couldn't eat any of it. I was desperate. Those damn spiders had sucked the last bit of joy out of my life. If not for you, I'd pretty much have starved to death, miserable to the end. And we have to get him moon radishes as well. So now we get a discount on potions, so let's see what discounts we get. Alright, so we probably should get some more Alchemist Fire. I only have 27 gold. That's not good. All I got was this lousy silver ring and a potion of potion of lesser restoration. That's good. Wand of lead blades. Well, I can't afford the potions anyway, but pretty good. These are now 225 instead of 300. Bless is 18, so that's pretty cool. Pick up a Thoid Bless. Alright, let's do our inventory here. Let's give her Bless. Anything she can use naturally would be good. Well, she can already summon monsters, but... what is her use magic device score? +8, difficulty check 11, she can handle that. Brave Enfeeblement, Scorching Ray. That's gotta be tough to cast, but who has the best use magic device? You do, so you can cast Scorching Ray, give you a Bark Skin, give you another potion, maybe even give you a Blur. No, the Wand of Lead Blades. You're taken care of, so Lindsay for the Wand of Magic Missile there, and something else. Oh, I don't know. Potion of Vanish in case she needs to vanish somewhere. Things get too tricky. Should we rest again while we're here? How close are we to level 4? Pretty far. 3000 XP. I think we should push on. And I think it's time to head back to Old Sycamore. Find out where Tartuccio went. Oops.
I'll go ahead.
Or maybe... why did this happen? Do my formation over again. Maybe I should chase the bandits. I feel we're close to Tartuccio, but there's some tough battles in there.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Meadows Crossing. Spotted the enemies. We shall fight on this day. Fatigued and all, which was probably a terrible choice. Probably like a greater air elemental. What are we up against? Giant spider. Just one? Well, you're getting charged by everybody because we are not... oh, everybody's fatigued. Except Jaethal. She can charge. We are not getting dexterity damage and stuff, so you better die quickly.
Won't kill me.
Oh no, don't... oh no, this is bad. Oh, this is bad.
I always survive.
Oh, the round is over, that's why it's pausing. No! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? This giant spider is wrecking us? What in the unholy name of Urgathoa is going on here? This thing is wicked, and it's because we're fatigued. Die. Oh my gosh.
I should gather all strength.
She suffered a crippling wound for 36 experience. Now we have to head back to Oleg's and rest again.
I'll go ahead.
can't be at death's door. That was ridiculous. That was my own fault for fighting when resting. We should have tried to evade. We could have evaded the giant spider. He was just sitting there. We're wasting a lot of time. Please avoid it. Oh boy. Dexterity damage is probably 1, so a regular rest should take care of that. That was a tough giant spider. Oh, it was because we were fatigued. Ability damage -4. Oh my goodness. So her dex is down to 7. Base value 13. Play by the game's rules. Not gonna cheat. We can help it. Well, her AC is gonna suffer. Hopefully this lesser restoration potion just does miracle work. And that's not who it is.
The path is clear.
I don't want to waste that potion we already got from Bakken. Come on, give me 3. Or whatever. 3! Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, now we're going to Old Sycamore. No matter what.
Tread lightly.
We're not resting again. We've wasted how much time now? 16 days. And we haven't even gotten close to finding Stag Lord. I should just take this and sell it. Give me your potatoes and cheeses and this again. Set a development path for each region, like turn it into a religious center or fortified military. This decision significantly affects the region's life and its role in the kingdom. You know, we might have to abandon Tartuccio's little scheming plot right now. Avoid. Oh no. At least we're not fatigued. Make it like 2 thylacines. Oh.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Okay, we're good. She doesn't need to sing her bard song. Oh no! They're coming from behind. Lindsay, get up there. Jaethal, get down here. There's more of them.
Yeah.
A solid plan.
Come on, get them. Maybe we do need to sing a song. Die. Thank you. Dang ambushes. Oh, there's more of them. Jaethal. Charge this
Learn
fool.
how to use it first. Learn how to use it first.
What do you mean, learn how to use it? I know how to use it. Why can't you charge?
Wretched things.
Bandit cleric. Nicely done. Well, we took some damage. Didn't get much XP for it.
I'll go ahead.
But we did pick up, let's see. Take the breastplate. Oh, he had a nice bow, that's why he was doing that damage. Well, we're making achievement progress for whatever that matters. Not much of an achievement hunter. But I'll take it. Decisions. We've made progress in Old Sycamore. I'm gonna head to Thorn Ford. Follow Tartuccio later. I have to make some progress on these bandits. What is this? Technic League mage. A group of well-armed fighters approaches them. One of them raises their voice, pointing at you. Hey you, stop right there. Kalana, look at this one. Will he do? The group's leader lays her cold and watchful eyes upon you. This one? I suppose, but I don't like his snout. She studies your companions, carefully but nonchalantly, as if examining goods at the market. Listen, you tramps, we're from the Technic League. Our slave died and we need a replacement. One of you will be coming with us. The rest of you are free to go. I advise against resistance. It would be a quick trick to kill every one of you. Choose now the one that you will give. Technic League is a group of arcanists and other lore seekers obsessed with unlocking the mysteries of the Silver Mount, an ancient alien artifact that crashed long ago near the Numerian capital of Starfall. Through their indirect control over the nation's ruler, the Black Sovereign Kivoth Kol, the Technic League also has strong influence over the laws, policies, and economy of Numeria. What is the Technic League? One very serious organization from Numeria. People with whom you better not start a fight, and who you better not bother with foolish questions. Once a rising power poised to unite its neighbors under its banner, Numeria's leadership has fallen into decay. Here, savagery and science exist side by side. Amid the wreckage of a crashed starship from a distant world, technomancers from across Galarion flock to research and exploit the technological wonders found within the otherworldly ruins. Meanwhile, tribes of primitive barbarians cling to an age-old tradition and eschew technology in favor of their own raw skill and martial prowess. This is a nation where, under the auspices of technological advancement and the betterment of civilization, a select few rule a subjugated nation as despots and tyrants, placing their own power and continued reign above the well-being of their citizens. Well, we're outnumbered, and it looks like a tough battle, so we can't handle this. There's too many of them. What are we gonna do? Slavery? I've seen worse. Give me to these clowns. They shall regret the actions when you come for me. Your time is up. Let us avoid any needless complications. Which of you shall I take? Alright, Jaethal volunteered, so it's neutral evil, but we're gonna have her take Jaethal. But don't imagine you'll get far with her. I do not say goodbye. Without even looking at you, Kalana's henchmen clap your companion in shackles and walk away. Do not joke with the Technic League. Follow Kalana's trail and save our companions.
I'll go ahead.
Our companion. Oh boy. Alright, so here we are. And I will be right back before you even know it right now. Boom. Didn't even know I was gone. So here we are, following the Technic League trail. The insidious henchmen of the ominous Technic leader have disappeared into the thick wilderness of the mysterious Stolen Lands, but not for long. Soon we'd be upon them. First, though, we'd have to pick up their trail. To do that, we... search for signs or trails that our abducted companions would have left for us. Succeeded. Hooray for spycraft! Not far from the abduction site, we found a familiar token our companion must have dropped, and a little farther along a scrap of cloth, obviously torn off intentionally. Not knowing which direction to search, we tried to find anyone who could have seen these despicable people. Succeeded. The wilderness only seemed deserted at first glance. Wandering around the area, we met a few mushroom gatherers and hunters who told us where they'd seen our quarry. We hadn't discovered the exact position of the camp, but we were closing in. After this, we... Okay, so this got easier. Without searching for other ways to simplify our work, we followed the trail of the Technic League. Succeeded. The henchmen of the ominous Technic League are truly insidious, and the Stolen Lands a mysterious thicket. But true heroes think nothing of such things. We easily picked the trail of those scoundrels and soon found their camp. Alright, so I would put a priority on getting Jaethal back, because it would not be fun fighting skeleton. Well, she's our companion, so that should be good enough reason. So it's a quick save. Down to the river. Not gonna stop at Thorn Ford, we're gonna go right through. Sorry folks, I know you want to see combat and stuff, but... Alright, all characters are fatigued. So we are going to rest right here. And... hopefully... something like this works out well. 4 rations needed, let's rest. No attacks. Beautiful. Alright, quick save. This could be tricky. Technic League agents made their way through this forest. They set up camp in this area where it seems they held their slaves. Coffee. Always delicious. Wizards, magi, and eldritch scoundrels can update their spellbooks by copying scrolls. Keep that in mind. Tread lightly.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Oh? That's Jaethal. We should have come at night when they were sleeping. Oh, they are sleeping.
What you call 'em?
Oh no.
Tear them apart!
Hey, I'm here, untie me.
Ah!
Quickly, quickly, more are coming. Nice. Alright, can we untie her? Over here, untie her. Jaethal's back. Excellent. Well, that was simple enough. Their guards aren't very well outfitted. He's got some chocolate, which is worth 55. Quick save. Octavia and Ragongar. Some Bane, mage armor. What's her belt look like? Looks good. Oh. Okay then. Let's get right into the thick of it.
Onward.
Yes. I die free.
Who died? Oh, it's from our team. Oh no.
This can't be over.
Run for her. And the wolves will go away.
I require healing.
Wolves will go away if we just attack her.
Learn from my mistake.
Come on.
Survive. I always survive.
Oh no, it's just Valerie. Come on, Valerie. Trying to reduce person. Reduce yourself in size. Nice. We took some damage, but Kalana drops her weapons and raises her hands, which are covered in blood. Mercy, don't kill me. Ragongar, the half-orc, bares his fangs. That is how you talk now, wretch. I've wanted to do this for so long. He casts a spell on his outstretched palm, and sparks begin dancing upon it. Octavia, the half-elf, puts her hand on his shoulder. Ragongar, come now, let her go. It's one thing to kill in battle, but executing her unarmed, why spoil the joy of being free? Octavia, are you out of your mind? This filth is from the Technic League. By her own hand she enchained us. And you want to forgive her? Do you think she'll thank you? Huh. She'll just gather another band and try to catch us again. Before deciding her fate, I want to ask some questions. I will tell you everything. I know much. You will see. I am more used to you alive than dead. Tell me about the Technic League. It's an ancient alliance of wizards and scholars of the Numerian wastelands and its technologies. We are the mightiest organization in the whole of Numeria. We possess powers that the uninitiated could only dream of, and our agents are everywhere, not just in Numeria. Believe me, there are people you want as... They are not people you want as enemies. Sounds promising. Only cowards with no honor reckon sheer power a good reason for an alliance. Jaethal raises her eyebrow, but doesn't grace Valerie with an answer. Is it normal for the Technic League to grab random people from this road to enslave them? Kalana shrugs. The Technic League is so strong because it's never ashamed of taking what it needs, whatever the laws may say. We were missing a slave. We underestimated you. That was a mistake, of course. I apologize. What are you doing in this part of the world? I was sent by Maestro Janusz. He's a very important person and a mighty wizard who taught these two ungrateful slaves everything they know. He will be furious to find out they are free, and will certainly find the one who stole the Technic League's property. Believe me, he does not need me for that. Whether you kill me or not, he'll find you in no time. You say this Magistro guy of yours will find us anyway? Then I guess we don't get anything out of sparing you. You'd best not anger the Maestro. If you kill me, he'll be furious. Oh, I'm so scared. You know, I actually like getting slavers and other assholes angry with me. Then I get to cut them to pieces. Why did you have those two in chains? Because we own them. The Technic League spent vast sums of money on these two. We nurtured them, fed them, and treated them. Even taught them magic for many years. They cost us a fortune, and we're not going to just set them free, whatever your local customs say. We are fully in our rights. I don't have any more questions. Listen to me. Do not make any hasty decisions. I'm an important person in the Technic League. I have connections. You will benefit from such an ally. You see now what a slime ball she is? Step aside. Let me fry her. I will spare her life. Go back to Numeria. Ragangar strikes Kalana across the face. Get out of my sight, you filth. Thank the gods that my friends are so soft. You shouldn't have spared her life. On second thought, what difference does it make? Either way, she'll rot in the Abyss. The Abyss is a plane in the outer sphere dedicated to the rule of evil unfettered by law. It is accessible through huge rents in the maelstrom, opening into fiendish depths vast beyond imagining. The Abyss is possessed of many layers, strung together by the river Styx. Its inhabitants are demons, its rulers demon lords, who wrested control of the plane eons ago from the primordial Clipoth. Haha, we're free, I can't believe it. Free as the birds in the sky. Phew, ha ha ha. Ragangar holds Octavia tight and she laughs lightly and kisses him on the lips. Thank you, you have no idea how long we've tried to escape the Technic League. This is a miracle. Who are you? I am Ragangar and this is Octavia. The rotten Numerian held us as slaves. We are no mere scavengers. You see the crowd they had guarding us? It's because we use magic, and I'm not bad with a blade if it comes to that. They're alright. We could use them on our team. What is the Technic League? A huge man-eating spider catching all of Numeria in its webs. They're a secret society of arcane spellcasters who study ancient technology. They have eyes and ears throughout the land and abroad. It is said they even have Kivoth coal in their pocket, the very sovereign of Numeria. They also control the slave trade in the country. I've seen many a young treasure hunter's adventures end at the slave market. Oh, and the Technic League rot in Abaddon. It's nothing worse than a nation in which a secret criminal organization has consolidated power. Even an openly cruel tyrant is better than an infection that infestors in Numeria. I apologize for my terrible voice acting. I'm not really trying too hard. How'd you get captured by Kalana? I've lost count of how many times we've tried to escape. I can't name all the things we've tried, but we were caught every time. And they just take us somewhere else. I don't know who'd want to buy us, but imagine how happy we were when we learned they were taking us to the river kingdoms where slavery is forbidden. The river kingdoms have long been a haven for inland pirates, anarchists, exiles, and anyone who cannot seem to make it a more civilized nation. The kingdoms are by no means a unified nation. Oh, we know about that. We're all in the river kingdoms. Indeed, we tried so many times to escape, yet in the end the League itself brought us to the free lands, under heavy guard, I'll grant you. If it wasn't for you, who knows where we'd go next. You're good fighters. Want to join my group? Of course, Octavia, what do you say? I'd be happy to join you. Holler back. But who do we want? So they're both good with magic. He's good with a blade if necessary. I think we have enough blades, so I think we'll take the magic. Awesome. Let's loot the place dry. Oh, this has to be unlocked.
Anything else?
Bunch of food. We'll take it. Let's not forget about these prisoners. Freedom! Freedom! Well, that was pretty cool. We got Jaethal and 2 new party members, so Ragongar will wait back at our safe place. Shadows of Absalom. And an unidentified chain shirt. Excellent. Let's read the book. Shadows of Absalom by Pax Grumetra. Nuan Kuant peeped through a slit in the window shutter. The visitor was staggering at the porch. Nuan had promised herself many centuries ago that he'd never have to deal with halflings again, even after the case of the clockwork head. Even the bleaching is better than some adventures. However, there was something disturbing in the visitor's appearance. Something was wrong. What do you say, Kexi? His assistant sat at the next window with yarn and knitting needles in her hands. Look at his clothes. They're second-hand. He's a hobo. He is, but you're not quite right. Look at his feet. Kexi looked, trying to make out at least something in the faint light of the lantern above the door. Are those... he was shackled? Rather than answering, the gnome stepped toward the door. We shall need a doctor. As if to prove his words, the guest faltered and collapsed onto his knees and fell head first onto the doorstep. It's worth 17 gold. Chain shirt +1, which he's already wearing. I don't think anyone else can really benefit from a chain shirt. So she's a rogue wizard. So we'll get into Octavia in a minute here. I guess she can wear a chain shirt, but it'll interfere with her spellcasting. We save Octavia and her friend Ragongar from the greedy clutches of those Technic League adepts, which was one hell of a fight, I might add. The young lady wizard joined us to show her gratitude and to help us bring happiness and freedom to the Stolen Lands. She's the sisters-in-arms I've always dreamed of. She's got knowledge, persuasion, she can demoralize, stealth, trickery, mobility. She's got point-blank shot, which gets a +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons up to 30 feet. She focuses on transmutation, which adds a +1 to the difficulty class for all saving throws against spells of that school of magic. Proficient with light armor, simple weapons, weapon finesse. With a light weapon, elven curved blade, estoc, rapier, or spiked chain made for a creature your size category, you may use your dexterity modifier instead of your strength modifier on attack rolls. If you carry a shield, its armor check penalty applies to your attack rolls. So she can even do a little bit of melee, although her constitution is pretty terrible. Right, got a lot to look at here. Adaptability. She receives a skill focus and a bonus feat at first level. She's got her elven immunities, keen senses. Telekinetic fist. One enemy within close range. As a standard action, you can strike with a telekinetic fist, targeting any foe within 30 feet as a ranged touch attack. The fist deals 1d4 point of bludgeoning +1 for every 2 wizard levels you possess. So that's cool. That'll come very handy in the skeleton fights. Arcane Bond, personal. A bonded object can be used once per day to restore any spell that the wizard had prepared for the day. I don't know if she has anything that's bonded to her. Scorching Ray, so she's a true wizard. Physical enhancement. You gain, so she can use these as abilities. These are special abilities. She gains a +1 enhancement bonus to dexterity. Increases by 1 for every 5 wizard levels. Same with constitution, same with physical strength. She's a half-elf. Elves have long drawn the covetous gazes of other races. Their generous lifespans, magical affinity, and inherent grace each contribute to the admiration or bitter envy of their neighbors. Of all their traits, however, none so entrance their human associates as their beauty. Since the two races first came into contact with each other, the humans have held up elves as models of physical perfection, seeing in the fair folk idealized versions of themselves. For their part, many elves find humans attractive despite their comparatively barbaric ways, drawn to the passion and impetuosity which members of the younger race play out their brief lives. Sometimes this mutual infatuation leads to romantic relationships. Though usually short-lived even by human standards, these trysts commonly lead to the birth of half-elves, a race descended of two cultures yet inheritor of neither. Half-elves can breed with one another, but even these pure-blood half-elves tend to be viewed as bastards by humans and elves alike. Half-elves stand taller than humans but shorter than elves. They inherit the lean build and comely features of their elven lineage, but their skin color is dictated by their human side. While half-elves retain the pointed ears of elves, theirs are more rounded and less pronounced. A half-elf's human-like eyes tend to range a spectrum of exotic colors running from amber or violet to emerald green and deep blue. Wizard bonus feat. At 1st, 5th, 10th level they get bonus feat. She's got cantrips. She's got a specialist school, which is transmutation. She can choose to specialize in one school of magic, gaining additional spells and powers based on that school. This choice must be made at 1st level, and once made it cannot be changed. A wizard that does not select a school receives the universalist school instead. Each arcane school gives the wizard a number of school powers. In addition, specialist wizards receive an additional spell slot of each spell level he can cast from 1st on up. Each day a wizard can prepare a spell from his specialty school in that slot. This spell must be in the wizard's spellbook. A wizard can select a spell modified by a metamagic feat to prepare in a school slot, but it uses up a higher level spell slot. Wizards with the universalist school do not receive a school slot. So she's proficient with the club, dagger, heavy crossbow, light crossbow, quarterstaff, but not with any type of armor or shield. Armor interferes with the wizard's movements, which causes spells with somatic components to fail. At 1st level, wizards form a powerful bond with an object or a creature. This bond can take one of two forms, a familiar or a bonded object. Familiar is a magical pet that enhances the wizard's skill and senses, while a bonded object is an item a wizard can use to cast additional spells. Opposition school. A wizard that chooses to specialize in one school of magic must select two other schools as his opposition schools, representing knowledge sacrificed in one area of arcane lore to gain mastery in another. Wizard who prepares spells from his opposition schools must use 2 spell slots of that level to prepare the spell. Apparently she's bonded to an object. Her opposition school is necromancy. Abjuration are protective spells. They create physical and magical barriers, negative magical or physical abilities, harm trespassers, or even banish the subject of the spell to another plane of existence. She's focused on trickery. She's got sneak attack with her rogue skill. If a character can attack an opponent when he is unable to defend himself effectively from her attack, she can strike a vital spot for extra damage. The character's attack deals extra damage anytime her target would be denied a dexterity bonus to AC, whether the target actually has a dexterity bonus or not, or when the character flanks her target. Extra damage is 1d6 and increases by 1d6 at later levels. The additional damage is precision damage and not multiplied on a critical. The character must be able to see the target well enough to pick out a vital spot, must be able to reach such a spot. The character cannot sneak while striking a creature with total concealment. She's got rogue proficiencies, simple weapons, the hand crossbow, rapier, sap, short sword, and short bow. Proficient with light armor but not shields. And she gains half her level on perception checks for finding traps. Boom. So what exactly is she bonded to? Her short bow? Her magical lantern? I don't understand that, but check out her spellbook. Awesome. I want her to prepare magic missile instead of color spray, because she's going to be in the back, so you don't want a color spray, you know, coming up and knocking our enemies over. She's got her standard cantrips, but I guess she can't use Disrupt Undead, that's why it's red. Or it works with a penalty. Nice to have you aboard, Octavia. So she can level up. So let's search this encampment a little bit more. Some more guilt goodies.
I'll go ahead.
That was awesome. We got a full party now of 6.
You can count on me.
I have to level her up. She's using physical enhancement dexterity, which is permanent +1 to dex. Awesome. Can she use Disrupt Undead? She can, but it's probably going to attack at a negative bonus or a negative penalty. Can't have a negative bonus. Hey bunny, it's a big rabbit. Her hair. How do I get out of this map? Oh, I'll zoom in. Alright, so let's quick save. We're lucky to get through that one alive, thanks to Ragongar. Alright, so I'm going to continue her down the wizard path. So if she went rogue, she'd get evasion and a rogue talent. I'd like to level up her sneak attack, but I think she's best as a wizard. Because she's a little squishy with 8 constitution. Of course I could give her light armor. And also work her as a ranged sneak attacker, because you can do ranged sneak attacks, but we'll go for magic. She's got great intelligence and dexterity. Get her trickery up there, her stealth, her mobility, and her perception on finding traps. Accomplished sneak attacker. Your sneak attack damage increases by 1d6. Or you can shoot or throw ranged weapons at an opponent engaged in melee without taking the standard -4 penalty on attack roll. I think we have to get precise shot. She has point blank shot, but precise shot means if your characters are fighting in melee with someone, she can shoot them without taking a -4 penalty. And she gets a couple level 1 spells. I don't think it'd be very wise for her to go in there with stone fists. Touch gracelessness. She has to touch. With a single touch, you reduce a creature to a fumbling clown. Target takes a penalty to his dexterity equal to 1d6 +1 for 2 caster levels. Successful 4 to save halves of penalty to dexterity. She's not going to be touching too many people. Oh, Hurricane Bow, 1 minute per level. Any arrow fired from a bow or crossbow you're carrying when the spell is cast deals damage as if 1 size larger than it actually is. For instance, an arrow fired from a medium longbow normally deals 1d8. It will instead deal 2d6 if fired from Hurricane Bow. Let's get that. And, also reduce person, I guess. So we're going to be using that a lot. Boom. She's now level 3 like us. Alright, so before we head out, we should do some healing here.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Let us bide our time.
Adventures confidential.
Request.
Just letting the ink dry.
Everyone counts on me.
Excellent. Now that we've dealt with the Technic League, get up out of here. I guess see what's happened at Thorn Ford. Or go back down to Old Sycamore. Let's head back down to Old Sycamore. Traveling along the river is faster. Try to avoid. We couldn't. Be like one wolf and a giant centipede or something. Oh, it's kobolds. Everyone after the alchemist. Quickly, quickly now.
Let us strike as one.
Valerie, come down here and get that kobold.
My skills exceed yours.
Serves you right. Out of our story.
Nicely done. Tavia got a little banged up in the process. So she can use all sorts of these. She can use a scroll of color spray.
Onwards.
I would give her
Together.
Scorching Ray, but that's a level 3 spell and she can't cast that yet. So I will be right back and then we're gonna finish up this episode. Be right back. Alright, so this is how I get the loot from all those kobolds. Boom. Oh, magic missile. So I guess we'll try to keep exploring Sycamore. Finish what we started before moving on to the Thorn Ford.
I need to catch my breath.
I think we're pretty much gonna have to rest again. Man, 19 days have passed. We're gonna have to be a little bit careful here. Let's see. Let's get everyone out of here. Where does she fit best? Camo. Camo. Valerie adjusts and repairs her armor, gains a +1 circumstance AC bonus in the first battle within 12 hours. The effect extends by a +1 additional battle for every 4 level Valerie gains beyond 1. Tavia will watch the guard camp. Help hunt. Valerie Actually, she should. Probably fighting skeletons again. 6 rations needed now. Took 14 hours. Oh boy. We have 2 rests with the amount of rations we have within Old Sycamore. So we better find what we're looking for. I think we've killed the giant centipede. Taken down plenty of other giant centipedes.
I'll go ahead.
Isn't there another entrance to these halls somewhere? We didn't use it, so I guess it didn't open up on the map. Some secondary entrance over here somewhere. There it is. So let's just hop right in here. Hopefully this isn't the skeleton entrance where there's those skeleton champions. Called sentinels. Might as well take it. We have extra strength to carry now. Nerding out with Pathfinder. Love these D&D-ish rules in an RPG. Alright, so we're up here.
I'll go ahead. The path is clear.
Oh, that's where the skeletons are. So I guess we'll wrap up this episode with a little bit of the old trickery doodah here. I don't know why I just said trickery doodah. Sounds ridiculous. Mary's gonna get the Masterwork Heavy Mace. Switch to it. He's gonna get Masterwork Light Mace, not the Lice Mace. That would be disgusting. Just give me the Heavy Mace. Do something like that. Ah, I forgot to prepare her spellbook before we slept. She missed out on another one. Conjure a ball pack device snow 1d6 or be staggered for a round. Let's give her another snowball. And a hurricane bow. Alright, so I guess we're gonna give this battle a try. Magic missile.
Enemy near.
Oh, I messed up my formation. Look at this. She needs to get back here. Yeah, I don't know about damage reduction. Alright, so we're gonna spam her Disrupt Undead. Right click. That's all she's gonna do. Where is he? Down here getting rocked heavy.
Learn from my mistake.
There he goes.
I'll survive.
I
Melissa
always
Mary, too.
survive.
This body holds no more.
Ouch.
Hey! Can someone help me?
Ah, this is bad.
Ah!
Oh. We killed one? How? Or no, it just went and started attacking Valerie. Right? No, there's only one left. Lindsay, hit it with magic missile. Hit it with a snowball. Nice. Oh no. Well, that was quick. Oh, there is another skeleton champion there. We're not making any headway at all. You just can't hit Valerie. They're taking out the rest of my party.
What a miserable last chapter.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Alright, so this is going nowhere. So let's explore other means of travel down here.
I'll go ahead.
Give the order.
Although I'm not out of ideas by any means. Alright, so let's try this. How long does bark skin last? 10 minutes per level?
I am yours to command. Done with waiting.
I won't let you down.
Speak. I will grant your request.
What's the holdup?
Let us bide our time.
Not much he can do but get himself killed. Alright, she's gonna drink a bark skin.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Bless.
Here.
I said
I wrote
she's
it like
gonna
I saw it.
bless.
Adventures calls them.
Quick save. Alright, and Octavia hit the magic missile. And we'll try to hold this formation right here. Everyone back, everyone back. now. Who's this? Serious?
A solid plan.
Mary, come up. Drink a Shield of Faith potion. Jaethal, bang out Disrupt Undead.
Unworthy.
Lindsay, sing us a song. Octavia, use a telekinetic fist. Alright, so far so good. Oh no, is he still attacking with... No, he's attacking with this Masterwork Light Mace. Good, the Skeleton Champion. Oh, there's 3 of them? This one's almost dead. Do another telekinetic fist right to his face. Lotharius, drink a bark skin. Okay, we took out one of them. Right? No?
Tear them apart!
She just spams telekinetic fist. I'm gonna be guzzling potions here, but it's the best I can come up with. Even with his bark skin, he's getting rocked. Drink a potion of blur, too. Alright, we got one skeletal champion down. She's still spamming Disrupt Undead. She is. Another one's nearing the end.
Won't
Boom.
kill me!
Mary, drink a potion. We can't have you dying. Too
Survive.
late.
I always survive.
She's sneak attacking with that telekinetic fist. Almost dead. Come on, guys. And it's got all 3 of them. We got him. Boom. Alright, so she's on a telekinetic fist, so she's just got to attack now.
Consider me provoked.
How do I get rid of that? Just attack.
This is for you!
Boom, son. See, his improved initiative.
Healing.
You notice there, the round was over. The skeleton had 0.9 seconds to act, but because of his improved initiative, he attacked first in the next round. So that's why that helps. We had to expend a lot of resources for that battle. How much XP did we get for those champions? $22 apiece. Hope they had some good gear on them. Oh yeah. What's our inventory looking like? We have 120 pounds or so. Take a couple of those. It's war trophies. Chain shirt. Wow. You did the unthinkable.
Esmo, Axel, yes.
Esmo, Axel, yes. Esmo, Axel,
Lindsay
yes.
the magnificent. Lindsay the illustrious.
Yes.
Something more simple, like Lindsay the great.
Axel, yes.
Maybe Lindsay the indecisive.
Whew. So, should probably end the episode there. I think we've been going for almost 2 hours or so. So, sweet, sweet revenge. We'll at least see what they were guarding
The
down
path
here.
is clear.
The walls are traced with intricate flower patterns. It's hard to imagine how much time and effort it required. Is that a worm? Or a snake? Alright, well, we'll dip into this area next time. So this was a pretty successful episode 7. We defeated the Technic League. We learned about Jaethal. We learned about Octavia a bit, and Ragongar. And we're making progress and killed some skeleton champions, so all in a day's work. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment. I read them all. Make sure it's a positive comment, or I'll delete it. Maybe. And yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time, Dumontians and Pathfinders alike. Peace out, everybody. So long.